Take a slow, comfortable breath in through the nose, letting the air fill the whole chest, and then let it go with a soft sigh. Feel the shoulders relax a little more with each gentle exhale. Welcome. In this safe moment, there is nothing you must prove and nothing you must hide. The breath moves like a calm tide, carrying away hurry and doubt, returning with quiet trust. Rest one hand over the heart if that feels kind, and close the eyes halfway. Notice the warmth of the hand, the steady rhythm beneath it. This steady beat has never judged you. It has always worked for you. Allow that simple truth to soften any tightness that may have gathered around thoughts of money, success, or self-worth. Let the jaw loosen, let the forehead grow smooth, and let a sense of gentle acceptance spread from the heart to every corner of the body. You may picture a soft, golden glow, if you like, radiating from the chest and wrapping you in light. Let the mind settle into that glow. Any worries about unpaid bills, past mistakes, or future unknowns can rest, just for now, as if placed on a nearby shelf. They will be safe there while you nourish yourself with kindness. Keep breathing slowly. With each inhale, invite ease. With each exhale, allow tension to drain down through the feet and into the earth, where it can be used as fresh energy for new growth. Notice how the body responds when it feels seen and appreciated. Perhaps the spine lengthens a little, perhaps the belly softens, perhaps a small smile appears without effort. The inner self brightens when offered simple courtesy. Remind yourself gently that you are not alone on the journey of wealth. Countless hearts have wondered if they deserve abundance, and countless hearts have learned that they do. You are in loving company. Let that knowing soothe any sense of isolation. Allow the rhythm of the words, the rhythm of the breath, and the steady beat under your hand to weave a feeling of steadiness. For a few moments more, listen to that beat. Each pulse says, life remains on your side. Feel gratitude for this dependable rhythm that asks nothing in return. When you are ready, slowly bring awareness to the room again. Notice the light, the sounds, the ground beneath you. Keep your hand at the heart a moment longer, as if sealing this peaceful state inside. Whisper softly to yourself, I am safe to explore wealth. I am safe to welcome good. Let the words float on your breath without strain. Feel them settle in like seed in fertile soil. Know that you can revisit this calm place whenever you need a pause. With a gentle blink, open the eyes fully, carrying the glow with you. Pause and feel how the mind now has room to wonder, what if wealth is already searching for me? What if abundance is eager to meet me halfway? These questions do not demand answers. They simply open a door. Behind that door is a fresh way of seeing. Let us step through at your own pace into a new understanding of how thoughts and feelings shape the welcome we offer to life's gifts. All outer growth begins as an inner seed. Kind thoughts send roots downward, loving feelings sprout upward, and actions blossom outward. When you think of the mind, picture a gentle gardener who decides which seeds to water. Thoughts like, I never have enough, or money slips away, are seeds too, but they grow into weeds that crowd the flowers. They are not bad. They are simply overgrown stories asking for fresh light. Today we choose different seeds, thoughts such as, opportunities flow to me, I value my skills, and there is room for me to prosper, carry a lighter fragrance. They attract bees of inspiration, ideas, and supportive people. When watered with feeling, real, honest feeling, these thoughts grow sturdy. Imagine planting them in a rich garden bed of acceptance rather than in dry soil of self-criticism. Accept where you are now. Accept every lesson that money has taught you, even the hard ones. Acceptance is soft soil that lets roots stretch without tearing. The body listens closely to the gardener's choices. If the mind repeats scarcity, the body may tighten, the breath may shorten, and decisions may grow fearful. If the mind repeats abundance, the shoulders drop, the breath deepens, and decisions feel guided. Feel now how a single nurturing thought changes the body. I am willing to see wealth with fresh eyes. Say it silently and notice any shift. Perhaps warmth spreads across the chest, or a sense of space opens behind the eyes. That shift is real. The body has heard the new seed. Thoughts form emotions. Emotions color choices. Choices create results. It is a gentle ladder, and you can step onto any rung. Begin with a kinder thought or begin with a kinder action. Both lead higher. When gratitude for small coins is practiced, confidence to invite larger sums grows naturally. When spending is done with respect rather than guilt, money feels valued and wishes to return. Speak kindly to your wallet, your bank account, even your receipts. They are part of the garden. A thankful gardener enjoys watering, pruning, and harvesting. Many have been taught that abundance is an outside figure, measured by digits on a screen. Yet numbers shift every day, and if they decide worth, peace will always sway. Real prosperity begins inside, as a steady conviction that life can support you. This conviction tunes your inner radio to the frequency where ideas, partners, and events come through clearer. Have you noticed how some people seem to meet chances at just the right moment? Often their inner dial is set to trust rather than doubt. You can tune your dial as well by choosing thoughts that feel warm and expansive in the body. Try a gentle inner experiment. For the next breath, pretend you have already received the financial relief you desire. Let the body adopt the posture of that relief. Maybe the shoulders slide back, the brow eases, the stomach feels unclenched. Hold that posture for 3 slow breaths. Notice how quickly the body can practice feeling safe with wealth. Practicing safety invites more of it. You are rehearsing for reality. Continued practice asks for worthiness. Worthiness is not a medal awarded by others. It is a quiet decision made inside. Decide now that you are worthy of support. If the mind objects, place a hand over the heart again and say, I respect my value. I respect my time, my gifts, my presence. Feel any gentle blossoms of warmth. That warmth grows into courage to request fair pay, to invest in learning, to care for your home. Worthiness turns willingness into action. To anchor this choice, let us introduce a simple affirmation. Speak it softly inside. I lovingly open to the wealth that seeks me. Pause, breathe, and notice the tone of the words. If they feel tender, hold them like a small candle in cupped hands. If they feel distant, soften your tone further, as though comforting a shy child. Affirmations are not shouted orders, they are gentle invitations. Repeat the sentence again, slower, letting every syllable land inside. I lovingly open to the wealth that seeks me. Allow the body to mirror the openness, chest broad, arms relaxed, face soft. This physical openness tells the mind that the invitation is sincere. Practice this affirmation in the mirror each morning. Stand tall, meet your own eyes, lift the corners of the mouth slightly, and speak with kindness. If the inner critic appears, smile and thank it for its concern, then return to the sentence. Over time, the critic softens, seeing that you persist without force. Consistency teaches the mind that this new message is safe. Nighttime whispers also help. As the body drifts toward sleep, The mind receives suggestions more easily. Repeat the affirmation while lying in bed until it feels like a lullaby. These moments plant the seed deeper. During the day, notice small hints of wealth arriving: a discount at the store, a friend's helpful advice, a flash of inspiration. Acknowledge them aloud or in writing. Each acknowledgement is a drop of water for the seed. Gratitude also loosens the soil, making room for roots. When gratitude joins affirmations, growth doubles. Spend a few minutes journaling after this session. Write one old belief about money that feels heavy, then write a new belief that feels light and supportive. For example, change "money is hard to keep" into "money loves to stay where it feels respected." Feel the difference in the body as you write. The lighter belief may spark warmth or ease. Keep that sensation in memory. It guides you toward thoughts that nourish rather than drain. If uneasy feelings arise later, return to the breath and the heart. Place the hand over the chest, breathe slowly, and repeat, "I am safe, I am open, wealth is welcome here." Do this even for a minute while waiting in line or sitting at a red light. These small returns shift the inner dial back to trust. As the days unfold, you will see how this gentle approach builds momentum. Thoughts of abundance sprout into feelings of hope. Feelings of hope inspire balanced choices, such as saving with pleasure, learning new skills, or sharing gifts with others. Balanced choices create visible results like extra income or a kind opportunity. One blossom leads to the next, and soon the garden shows color you have never seen before. Treat setbacks as temporary clouds, not permanent soil damage. Clouds drift, the sun returns, growth continues. If an unexpected expense appears, take one calm breath before reacting. Speak softly, "I am learning to handle this with grace." This keeps the soil fertile. Solutions often show up when the mind is calm enough to notice them. Stay patient with the process. Gardens do not bloom overnight, yet nothing can stop a seed once it has proper care. You have begun the caring today. You have placed your hand on your heart, breathed kindness into your body, and planted a new thought. The process is underway. Feel once more the steady beat under your hand. Sense how it approves of your choice to think kindly, to feel worthy, to expect good. This marvelous heart has waited eagerly for you to trust its silent wisdom. Let its calm rhythm guide your next steps toward the mirror, toward the journal, toward each daily moment where you reaffirm your worth and welcome wealth with love. There is no need to rush. Just settle into this moment. The mind may want to move ahead, to chase, to grab, to prove, but the heart already knows how to receive. When we begin to pull out the old roots of lack and limitation, it's natural to wonder what might take their place. This is the tender part of the journey where patience and gentleness matter most. Imagine your inner world like a garden you're learning to care for again. There are dry places, yes, but there is still sunlight, there is still water, and there is still your own loving presence, which is the most powerful fertilizer of all. Sometimes a single thought has been repeated so often that it creates a path through the mind, a path that leads nowhere new. Thoughts like, "I don't have enough," "I can't afford that," or "I never win," might have been spoken so often they feel like facts. But they're not facts, they're just habits, and habits can be changed. Begin with awareness, not judgment. When an old thought comes up, notice it gently. "Ah, that one again." Then, without any shame, choose a new direction. You could say, "I am learning to trust the flow of wealth," or Every day I grow more open to abundance. Speak it softly. Let it land like a feather, not a hammer. One helpful way to shift these old thoughts is through writing. Take out a piece of paper and write down one limiting thought that often repeats in your mind about money or wealth. Don't rush it. Let it come up naturally. Maybe it's something you heard growing up or something you picked up from people around you. Write it down and then look at it like a weed pulled from the ground. Hold no blame. It simply grew there because that's what was planted. Now, on the line underneath, write a new thought that feels gentle and possible, not perfect, not forced, just something that feels like the first sprout of truth. For example, if you wrote, "I'll always struggle," you might write, "I am opening to an easier way." Feel how different the second sentence feels in your body. The first may tighten your chest, the second might let your shoulders lower. This is not about lying to yourself. It's about finding thoughts that feel like a friend, not a bully. And the more you repeat the friendly thought, the more the mind begins to travel that new path. It becomes the familiar road. You may begin to see new choices, new offers, new doors where before you saw walls. The outside world mirrors the changes you make inside. This is the quiet miracle of thought work. Each morning or evening, return to this writing practice. Think of it as clearing the soil for planting. Write one old belief and one new one. Over time, you'll begin to see which weeds come back most often and which flowers are starting to grow strong. You'll begin to recognize the voice of fear and you'll choose the voice of love instead. That is wealth. That is power. That is freedom. Now let us add a new tool to the garden, a simple mirror, not to judge or to fix, but to reflect. Stand in front of the mirror just as you are. No need for perfect lighting or polished appearance. Just be with yourself quietly and kindly. Look into your own eyes, not at your hair or your skin, but into the eyes, the windows of the soul. At first it may feel unfamiliar. There may be resistance or discomfort or a desire to look away. That's okay. Stay with it. Breathe. Allow yourself to be seen. Now say gently, "I am willing to receive." Let the words be soft like petals. Don't worry if your voice shakes or if you don't fully believe the words yet. Just say them. Again, "I am willing to receive." Feel what stirs inside. You may notice warmth or tears or even laughter. All of it is welcome. All of it is healing. Say it again, "I am willing to receive." Then pause. Let the silence after the words hold you like a warm blanket. The mirror does not lie, it only reflects. And when you offer yourself words of abundance, kindness, and openness, the mirror reflects them right back into your heart. This practice, done daily, rewires the inner story. It teaches the mind and body that receiving is not shameful, not dangerous, and not selfish. It is sacred. It is part of your design. Over time, you can expand the affirmation. Try, "I lovingly welcome abundance," or "Wealth flows easily to me because I am open." Say what feels natural. Say what brings a little light behind your eyes. Say what helps you remember who you truly are, not someone chasing wealth, but someone attracting it by nature. If you prefer, place a hand over your heart while you speak. This simple touch sends signals of safety and love to the nervous system. Or place a hand on your belly and breathe deeply. Let each word be like a drop of honey. Speak slowly. Speak with care. These are not orders you are giving the universe. These are invitations. Invitations to let life bless you more freely. You may also practice this while brushing your teeth, washing your face, or preparing for sleep. Let the mirror become a friend, a witness to your blossoming. Over time, you will look into your own eyes and see someone different. Not because you changed who you are, but because you remembered who you've always been. And now, if you're ready, I'd like to invite you on a little journey. This is not a journey you must do or try hard at. Simply close your eyes gently or gaze softly downward. Allow the breath to move in and out with ease. Let the body rest, even if only for a moment. Picture, in the space behind your eyes, a gentle river. It winds slowly through a beautiful valley, surrounded by trees and soft light. The water glistens in gold and silver tones, as if carrying sunlight itself. This river is not just water, it is abundance itself. It flows steadily, calmly, never rushing, never shrinking. It is alive with kindness. This river is always moving toward you. Notice how the air feels near this river, clean, light, nourishing. As you breathe in, you take in the essence of this abundance. With each breath, you grow more open, more relaxed, more trusting. This river does not demand anything of you. It simply flows. It carries gifts, opportunities, ideas, connections, all moving steadily in your direction. There is no need to chase the river. It is already finding its way to you. Now see yourself sitting peacefully by this river. There is no urgency, no deadlines, just you, the earth beneath you, and the abundance flowing toward you. Maybe a golden coin floats by, or a book of wisdom, or a gentle idea wrapped in light. You do not grab, you do not reach, you simply notice. And as you notice, you open. This is how wealth arrives, in peace, in ease, in awareness. Let the body soften as you watch the water pass. You are not separate from this river. It moves through you, around you, for you. Every time you rest in trust, the river grows clearer. Every time you affirm your worth, the river grows stronger. Every time you bless someone else's abundance, your own waters rise. You are part of the great current of life. Wealth is not a far-off thing to earn. It is a natural stream that flows when you allow it. Let your whole being say yes to that flow. I say yes to the flow of life. I say yes to receiving. I say yes to peace. These are your new oars. They guide you gently down the river of abundance. Take one more slow breath in. Let the image of the river remain with you like a quiet picture in the background of your day. Know that whenever you pause, breathe, and turn inward, the river becomes clearer again. You do not need to search for it. It has already found you. Gently open the eyes if they were closed. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Return to this present space. Feel the ground beneath you and the air around you. You carry the river now, inside your being. The current flows through your thoughts, your words, your choices. Let it guide you with kindness. Let it surprise you with ease. Let it remind you that wealth is not something you chase. It is something you allow. And now, as the gentle flow of the river remains with you, you may begin to explore how this peaceful connection to abundance shows up in daily life. It does not need to be complicated. In fact, wealth reveals itself most clearly in the quiet, simple moments, the ones we often overlook. Begin your day with a few words of thanks. Before rising from bed, place a hand over your heart and say softly, I am thankful for the wealth that already surrounds me. This could mean the roof over your head, the pillow beneath you, the fresh air, or the sunlight pouring through the window. Gratitude does not wait for large sums. It celebrates the now. Throughout the day, allow small acts to become sacred. When you pay a bill, bless the money that flows out. Say softly, there's more where that came from, and I trust its return. When you make a purchase, do so with presence and appreciation. Whether it's a cup of tea or a loaf of bread, say, "Thank you, life, for this provision." In doing so, you are no longer spending, you are circulating. And circulation is the language of abundance. What is given with love returns multiplied. In the evening before sleep, close the day with reflection. Ask, where did I experience wealth today? Let the answers come naturally. Perhaps someone offered a kind word. Perhaps an idea lit up your mind. Perhaps a moment of peace was felt between tasks. These too are treasures. Write them down if it feels good to do so. This practice roots gratitude in memory and helps the mind tune itself to prosperity. Set aside just 5 minutes a day for visualization. Sit quietly and picture wealth as a light, a sound, or a feeling. Let it swirl around you, move through you, and gather where it's most needed. You are not asking for something outside to rescue you. You are welcoming the part of you that already knows how to thrive. In this stillness, you remember that wealth is not just a number. It is a vibration, a way of being, a state of allowing. Another beautiful practice is to walk slowly, just a few minutes, and look for evidence of abundance around you. A blooming flower, a full tree, a smile from a passerby, or even a penny on the sidewalk. Let these signs affirm, I am in the flow of life's goodness. Each time you notice and name prosperity in the world, you make room for it within. Let us now speak softly about gratitude, not as a duty or a checklist, but as a gentle magnet. When the heart is sincerely thankful, it sends a quiet signal to the universe. More of this, please. Gratitude brings light into even the most shadowed spaces. If there is a part of your life that feels stuck financially, do not fight it. Instead, bless it. Say, even here I am learning, or even now I am growing. These statements open the door. They invite light where once there was judgment. Practice gratitude before meals. Whether it's a feast or something simple, pause and say, thank you to all who brought this to me. Thank you, life, for nourishing me. This moment changes the vibration of the meal. It reminds the body that it is cared for. It reminds the mind that life supports it in all ways, even in something as small as a spoonful of soup. Every act of gratitude feeds the roots of abundance. Notice also how wealth is not always material. A deep breath is wealth. Time spent in stillness is wealth. Laughter is wealth. Ideas are wealth. Beauty is wealth. Each time you recognize these riches, you dissolve the old story that wealth must come only from effort or struggle. That story kept many in fear, but you are writing a new story, one of ease, trust, and delight. Wealth consciousness is not a finish line. It is a rhythm, a dance you step into every time you choose love over fear, every time you say yes to rest, every time you welcome support. You are not meant to do everything alone. Life wants to help you. And when you see yourself as a partner in that divine relationship, things shift. You begin to speak more kindly to yourself. You begin to set better boundaries. You begin to believe that your dreams are not foolish, but sacred. In everyday moments, look for what feels nourishing. Look for what feels expansive. These are signs that your wealth consciousness is active. It is not about hoarding or proving. It is about allowing life to bless you in all forms, through people, ideas, opportunities, joy, and even quiet. Practice saying thank you silently many times a day. Thank you when a door opens. Thank you when someone listens. Thank you when a solution appears. This is how you keep your frequency clear. This is how you remind life that you are an open vessel, willing to receive and to give in harmony. And when you forget, when the old fears return, just pause. No need for shame, no need to start over. Simply say, I choose again. I choose love. That simple sentence brings you back to center. There is a kind of beauty that comes from noticing what is already here. The more you look, the more you see. And the more you see, the more you receive. Abundance multiplies when it is acknowledged. So even in what feels like lack, look for the thread of plenty. Maybe it's hidden in your courage. Maybe it shows up in your resilience. Maybe it's in your ability to imagine better. These are all forms of wealth, preparing the way for the rest. Now, with all these gentle practices, something begins to shift inside. Not because you forced anything, but because you softened. When the soil is soft, seeds take root easily. When the heart is open, life flows more freely. When you say yes, the universe responds with more yes. This is your natural state, worthy, wise, and deeply provided for. If today you begin with just one thought, let it be this: wealth is drawn to the love I give myself. Feel those words land in your heart. Say them as you pour a cup of tea, as you tuck into bed, as you greet your reflection. Wealth is drawn to the love I give myself. This is not a wish. It is a truth remembering itself through you. Let the world mirror back your growing light. Let each day carry more ease than the last. Let every breath remind you that you are not behind, not broken, not lacking. You are blooming in your own time, in your own way. And now, my dear, as we come to the close of this moment together, know this: you are not chasing wealth, you are allowing it. You are not waiting for permission, you are giving it. You are not hoping for proof, you are becoming it. The wealth you seek has already begun its journey to you. Let your thoughts welcome it. Let your actions match it. Let your heart believe it. Take a breath, feel the stillness, feel the yes. And now, softly whisper with me: I am open to the wealth that is already on its way. You are safe, you are supported, you are ready, and so it is.